Well, g'day everyone and welcome back to the channel. All right, tonight I'm designing some bushcraft knives for Jake at Nunya, Texas in the back 20. He's after 3 bushcraft knives. Knowing Jake, he's going to give most of them away. All right, so designing knives, something pretty simple once you know what you're doing. I normally work with a ruler, just helps me lay everything out. Nice soft pencil, eraser, because we're all human and we all make mistakes. You need a concept of what the knife's going to be doing. So what I've done is I've printed out some of the most popular bushcraft type knives. So we've got the Mora knife, immensely popular. This is one of the higher ones. As you can see, the center line going through the handle lines up with the tip of the knife. The handle's a wee bit bigger than the blade. There we have another Mora knife. The same sort of deal. We've got that line in the center. The center of the handle comes to the center of the tip of the blade. This one's more of a drop point knife. The same with that. And again, the handle's a wee bit bigger than the blade. You probably can't see that second mark there. Another one of the popular bushcraft type knives is an EC knife or SE knife. Again, your line coming through the handle, it's pretty much in line. It could actually be tilted up a bit and your tip just a little bit lower than that center line. And again, we've got a drop point. That one's got a bigger belly to it. And you're going to find that there's differences in the designs, but again, they're not big blades on them, and that seems to go across. For Niffen, my pronunciation is absolutely horrendous on that. Okay, again, a little bit below for the tip of the knife. It's a little bit below that center line. The handle's a wee bit bigger. This one's got a Crichton handle on it, but it's got that full tang coming through. With most of them, they're not big knives. I don't know how to scale these things are. This would be fairly much the scale. And you got about an inch wide blade. So it's about 8 inches long, about an inch wide blade on it. Here we have what is pretty much the gold standard in bushcrafting knives. This is the Ray Mears Woodlaw knife. This original design was done by Ray himself, and they're sold out. You can't get them anymore. The price on the website is astronomical for them. Timber handle, which I love. Again, slightly lower in the tip. Almost a spear point, the kind of a drop point. And again, we are slightly longer in the handle than the blade. I've measured everything, sort of the handle measurement, and taken that forward. The Woodlawn knife has been replaced by this one. This is the Woodlaw Mark II. And a little bit of a fancier knife. It comes from a knife making company. It's got a Coke bottle handle on it, so you know they've gone a bit more design feature. Same basic sort of shape, harder to get the lines because of the way the picture is, and also the balance of the blade and handles out more because of the way the picture is than anything else. But yeah, that one there is the upgraded version of this one. Next up, some simple design options. If you look at Dan Comu's site, he's from Canada. It's DC Knives. I'll put a link down in the description. And he has some bushcraft knives. Yeah, he's got all sorts of knives, and it's a great design point for beginner makers. If you go have a look at the website, it'll give you an idea of the designs. So again, we've got that center line coming through, lines up with a tip, and a little bit longer in the handle than in the blade. As I said, definitely, if you're a beginner maker, have a look at Dan's site. Very much a go-to reference point for how to shape your blades. What we have here is a drop point hunter. Very similar in concept, and you can probably get away with one of these as a bushcraft knife. You can see the grind's a lot different. Most of these other ones, you can actually see it a bit better on an actual knife. It's got a Scandi grind on it, which is a saber grind. It's very sharp. You're looking at the final bevel angle on that grind. Again, with Dan's design, it's got that. With the Hunter, it's got a fuller grind on it, and then you're putting that final bevel angle back on when you're sharpening. If instead of doing that, you put a Scandi grind on it, then you can use these for sure as a bushcraft knife. Another one of Dan's designs. Yeah, as I said, go check out Dan's website. Great place to start. If you aren't into the designing phase yet, have a look at them, and you can alter them slightly. All right, enough yap. Let's get on with it. With all of our looking at other stuff and having an idea of what we want, we're going to work from there, and we are going to design our knife. I want to make it about 8 inches long. That's the overall length. I want to make the handle a wee bit bigger. So 4 1/4 for the handle, 3 3/4 for the blade. We want to work off about 1 inch thick. We just use a lighter color pencil. Just give us reference lines there. I want to have my tip slightly below my center line. We're going to be straight where the handle meets the blade. Guess there's a back line as well. Now to draw graduating curves, you can use something like these, which are called a French curve. The curve gradually gets bigger as you go around. You know, they're a great sort of starting tool for doing them. At this stage, I tend to do most of it by hand. Okay, so coming from our tip, come down. When we get to the handle, I want to bring a small little guard down. Up to the back of the blade. Nope, don't like that. Sometimes there's a bit of trial and error just to have it so the curves are looking right. It's a bit better. Still not in love with it. Alright, so handle. We're going to bring it slightly above the line. Back down to the line. My handles I tend to go with a bird's beak, which is very much like that wood law. Okay, in the center here, we'll bring it up slightly. Back down our line, and again up slightly. Okay, we'll start our grind about there. Put our pins in, solid one to the front, at the back, put a lanyard hole pin. Okay, and there's our basic shape. Not sure that I'm loving it. Yeah, I don't like it. Handle's good. I don't like this blading. Sometimes it is a bit of trial and error. I'm going to bring it up to that center point this time. Yeah, I like that a whole lot better. I think I want to thin some of the meat out of the back there. That's looking better. I like that more. Alright, so once we're happy with the design, cut it out. Okay, once we've got it cut out, we want to try it for size. See how it fits in the hand. That swell's a little bit too big. That bottom swell's also a bit too big. Okay, that feels better in the hand. And I'll adjust it again once we get to the steel. So there we go. There is our basic design for a little bushcraft knife. I'm going to put the video out of this. I'll make sure Jake has a look at it and see if he's happy with it. If he's happy with it, then we'll go to steel. And once I do the first one in steel, then I'll feel it and that sort of thing and see if I'm happy with it at that stage before I move on to make the 3 of them. All right, thank you very much for watching, and bye for now.